Hey everybody, it's Tuesday, June 28, 2016. This video previews Game 2 of the College World Series. I'll also give you my predictions. The final two teams are Arizona and Coastal Carolina. First, let's look at Game 1. The College World Series Finals is a best 2 out of 3 series, so it can go up to 3 games. Game 1 was played on Monday, June 27, 2016. Arizona won Game 1. Arizona won 3-0. Arizona scored 3. Coastal Carolina scored 0. The pitcher for Arizona, J.C. Clowney, pitched 9 innings, allowed 0 runs, and threw 6 strikeouts. So the story of the game was J.C. Clowney. Now, J.C. Clowney is a very good pitcher. So got to keep that in perspective. In J.C. Clowney's previous start against University of California, UC Santa Barbara, this was on June 22nd, Clowney pitched, Arizona won 3-0. J.C. Clowney, the Arizona pitcher, pitched 7 innings and allowed 0 runs. So J.C. Clowney is a good pitcher. And he performed well in Game 1. Arizona won 3-0. I would say that was an expected result. I thought J.C. Clowney would do a very good job. So that's Game 1. Now looking ahead to Game 2, here is very, very important news in terms of trying to forecast Game 2. Andrew Beckwith, who is the pitcher for Coastal Carolina, he is their ace pitcher. He is outstanding. He will not be pitching tonight for Game 2. Arizona Wildcats ace pitcher Nathan Bannister, who developed arm tightness last Friday and pitched 2 innings and left after 3 innings this past Friday, appears to still be dealing with arm tightness. This article says that Arizona Wildcats starting pitcher Nathan Bannister is dealing with forearm tightness. Nathan Bannister has been pitching a lot during the college baseball tournament, and this tightness will keep him out tonight. So what we do know is that it is unlikely that the Arizona Wildcats will be using Nathan Bannister, who still has arm tightness, as a starting pitcher tonight for Game 2, June 28th, Tuesday. The coach for Coastal Carolina has ruled out their star pitcher, Andrew Beckwith, for tonight, Game 2, Tuesday. Which means that both teams will not be having their best starting pitchers pitching tonight. It appears that both coaches will probably will not officially announce their pitchers until just before game time. But we know that Arizona will not be using Nathan Bannister, their top pitcher, and Coastal Carolina's coach has said that he will not be using their best pitcher, Andrew Beckwith. So even though we don't know the exact pitchers for tonight, they will not be the best starting pitchers. So who has the edge? Well, given this, I believe that Coastal Carolina has the edge. First of all, they lost Game 1. This puts them into a desperate situation. Coastal Carolina definitely has that underdog mentality. Here's something to also consider too. In college baseball, Coastal Carolina leads the nation in home runs. This is an article on CBS Sports. By the way, I'm going to give you the links to all these useful articles in the description box below. This article in CBS Sports has some very useful information. In college baseball, Coastal Carolina has a huge power advantage. They lead the nation with 95 home runs. They have 4 players, this is Coastal Carolina, with 15 plus home runs this season. But it does note that Coastal Carolina has only hit 1 home run in 5 College World Series games so far. The field, the park in Omaha, Nebraska, where the game is being played, is considered to be a pitcher-friendly park. It's pro-pitcher. So it's harder to hit home runs and score runs in that park. But Coastal Carolina does have the power advantage. In contrast, this season, Arizona has only hit 26 home runs. So Coastal Carolina leads the nation with 95 home runs. Arizona has only hit 26 home runs. First, Coastal Carolina has 4 players with 15-plus home runs, which means that 2 of the players of Coastal Carolina have more home runs than the whole team of Arizona combined. Coastal Carolina is also good at stealing bases. The Coastal Carolina has led all teams in Omaha with 13 steals, so they steal bases too. They're a scrappy team. So Coastal Carolina has an advantage in power, and they also steal bases. So tonight, I believe that the game will be determined by offense. That the offense will be the X factor tonight. My prediction for Game 2 is that Coastal Carolina wins tonight, Game 2. So again, my prediction is Game 2, June 28th, Game 2 of the College World Series. Coastal Carolina will win. I believe that the game total will be 8 or higher. I believe that the game total will go over 8. It will be 8 or higher. I also believe that if Coastal Carolina wins tonight, they will win Game 3. Because in Game 3, Andrew Beckwith will be pitching, and he is a beast. In the last 2 games, he pitched 9 innings in both games, and he only allowed 1 run. One of those games was against Florida, which is the number 1 team. So against the number 1 team, he pitched 9 innings and allowed only 1 run. And then on Friday, he pitched 9 innings, allowed only 1 run. So the big news in forecasting is that Arizona and Coastal Carolina will not be playing their number 1 pitchers tonight. So I believe that tonight's game will be determined by offense. I believe that Coastal Carolina has an advantage in that regard. They have more power. They steal bases. And then with Game 3, Andrew Beckwith will likely start for Coastal Carolina. He will be the X factor. Coastal Carolina will win the College World Series of 2016. I'm going to post all the links to these articles in the description box below. Thanks for watching and thanks for your support.